These giant speakers I'm bringing out here today are the Soundboks Go and the Soundboks 4. And I needed to find somewhere I could bring them out in the middle of nowhere so that I could test their decibel rating without irritating everybody. Soundboks actually got its start in Denmark from a few young guys who were going to concerts and they wanted their speakers to be louder than everyone else's. So then they designed this one. And what became of that was a highly portable series of speakers that are rugged and designed for outdoor use, and you can take anywhere, like today. It's nothing. Walking with my legs. All right. So we've made it. It's relatively remote out here. We're gonna do a little decibel test to see how bad these boys are being bad. So we're gonna test the JBL boombox first, just so you have a frame of reference for what we're doing. We're at it's pretty good. 89, 94. It's about, yeah. All right, walk a little bit further. 100 away. Yeah, that gets plenty loud. You don't need much more than that. It's loud. At less than a decibel in difference, the JBL Boombox 3 and the Soundboks Go were imperceptible in their total volume, whereas the Soundboks 4 was definitely louder at 8 decibels higher than the others. So you definitely feel it a little bit more with the Soundboks 4. All right, so I'm about a house away-ish, you know, a big house, like 25, 30 feet or more. You can have a conversation over here. I'm in direct line of fire of the speakers right now for the Soundboks 4. 79, 82. It's loud. I would not want to stand here if I was, not just because of the trash can, but I would not want to stand here and have a conversation. I'd be kind of irritated again, but this time I have the Soundboks Go over there. I will say it doesn't hit quite as hard, but it's still got quite a bit of presence out here. Like I'd be moving away if I was trying to have a conversation. You know, one is a little bit more violently loud than the other. I'll say that, you know, when it comes down to your perception. So this is the Soundboks Go. It's got a 10-inch woofer and a 1-inch silk dome tweeter inside of it. It's gonna get loud. In fact, it's much bigger than my JBL boombox here for reference. It's a big boy. It dwarfs pretty much everything. Key things about it though is that it uses the same battery as its bigger brother in the Soundboks 4. 40 hours at mid volume, 10 hours at max volume. So if you want a 10-hour party, you'd be exhausted, but you could do that at max volume. You can also join, host, or go solo with this, meaning you can pair this up with other Soundboks speakers, and you can also put it on a speaker stand if you get tired of holding it or you just don't want it on the grass. It only has a 3.5 millimeter TRS input, so you are limited to what you can put inside of it. But for this kind of portability and size, like, you got the bigger brother for the more robust components. And this is the flagship, the Soundboks 4. This is their 4th edition. I guess that's a little repetitive to say that. This thing at max volume, you can get 6 hours out of it, which for the size and the two 10-inch woofers and 1-inch tweeter in there, that's actually quite a bit of battery power for as much sound as it puts out. It is earth-shaking sound. Like, you can feel the bass on this, which is kind of one of the key things about it. Like, they are not messing around. Also, it has these little rubber, kind of like tennis balls on the sides here, so you can drop it. It's not a big deal. This thing is kind of just made to be out in the street. It's made to be durable. It's got a port through the middle here. I don't think you can see me. Yeah, this thing's a monster. I've seen these on pedicabs in like Austin, Texas, where they're biking and they're just trying to keep the party going while they're going through downtown Austin. I've always kind of had a positive impression of them. So yeah, this is the 4. So I'll admit something to you. When I brought these up the hill, which was a lot of work, I kind of had a feeling they were going to sound like a giant concert. That is not true. While extremely loud, they do not sound like a giant concert. I probably could have gotten away with just putting them in the field at the bottom of the hill next to the parking lot and been fine. Just for reference, in case you're wondering. They're not light, but they're not really that bad. I mean, considering I'm carrying 2 of them on a wheelie, this is totally doable. Oops, I turned it on. Nope, I didn't. If you watched to the end, thank you for being here. You know what really helps me out? If you like or subscribe, it tells the YouTube algorithm that I am worthy. Or just leaving a comment is also very helpful because it shows engagement, and I think that's what the algorithm likes. But probably subscribing is the most useful thing. This is not a good idea. It's actually very back heavy. Oh God. Oh. But you could bike around. This is ridiculous. Oh, it's gonna be so loud. Wow, all right, here we go. Oh. Wow, that would be, you could imagine rolling through town with this. That'd be crazy. You would be either the most cool person or the most annoying person with this.